Welcome to a Live on One, a miniatures-based podcast. Today's focus will be on Marvel Crisis Protocol. I have with me today Pedro. Pedro, say hi.
Hello, guys.
Hey, so just be the two of us today. We're having a nice, intimate chat. We're going to talk about some affiliations that we would like to see some updates to. Recently, the Adepticon announcements happened, and the roadmap was given out, and we have an actual estimation of a June rebalance patch for a large swath of our models. I guess it's going to be like 80% is what Schick said?
Yeah, it's about 80%. It's almost like 100-something models.
I mean, we're getting close to 200 models, actually, if you think about the total population of our models. It's a lot. It's well within the 3 digits. Like, we're pretty excited.
It's 237 right now.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. But yeah, like, so we have a bunch of, but this is our little wish listing cast. We have some time to wait until, the starts leaking out hopefully some more spoilers we get. I know they've been on a few podcasts already, just dropping small hints here and there. But, here's something that we at the Live on One crew would like to see get touched up because, I think the meta's in a pretty good spot right now as far as like a diversity of affiliations that you'll see. But there's still certain ones that design-wise, I think, inherently do need some more help just to bring them up to, parity with everybody else. So with that, Pedro, do you have an Alive on One story to show?
Yes, I do. So my Alive on One story is yesterday at my local store. I was showing my dad how to play Guardians with Adam Warlock, CGR, and Zemo on Deadly Meteors, which was a blast. And I proceeded to try to kill his Zemo, who was flipped. And I left him on 1. And then I helped out my dad, but he did the majority of the weightlifting here. He proceeded to Master Swordsman and Spender my Zemo and leave my Dr. Voodoo on 1. I'll try to bump out. Could not bump out because the Spender lets you basically go base to base. And then he proceeded to Master Swordsman again and nuke my my Dr. Voodoo. And it was insane how well he rolled because he never rolls great, but this time he was on fire, and I'm very proud of him after doing all that.
See, I believe that anyone can succeed with Master Swordsman and a Strategic Genius reroll,
Yes.
And I'm sure the Guardians leadership didn't hurt her at all either.
Oh no, it was perfect. He was like, "Oh man, I got a skull. You just need one more." I was like, "Just take it off the card." He's like, "Oh yeah." It's like that's how that works.
Yep. That's definitely how that works.
Oh yeah. Yep. So my team, just overall, was Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Voodoo, Magic, and Juggernaut. And I said, look, don't worry about the 17th threat. Just go, I think it was like Adam, CGR, and Zemo. And I was like, just stay with this. You'll be fine. And he's like, I don't know. Emmy, like my middle name's Emilio. So it's like, oh, Emmy, I don't know. This seems weird. And I was like, just trust me. And like literally round 2, he nukes my Juggernaut. And I'm like, okay, cool. Juggernaut's dead. And then Doctor Strange is dead. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Now you go round 3. And he just deleted half my team. I was like, okay, cool. I have magic for 2 rounds. She's just like teleporting, running away.
Can't score points if everyone's dead.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Boy.
That's our story.
Well, I'm glad your dad had a good time, I hope.
Oh, he was having a blast. He is like the biggest Guardians fan ever. And he's like, he listens always to Volume 1 of Guardians of the Galaxy from the movies. Volume 1 and 2. He's has like all Guardians like memorabilia. He's like 3D printed Guardian models. Like he's a huge fan. He's always loved them. So it's like he's like, finally, my team is doing amazing. And I'm like, yes, now you can play them.
Yep. Yeah. No, I love the leadership. Like it grows with the player, So like
yes.
I hope he gets to play some more games with them and sticks it out.
Absolutely. Yep.
Let's see, moving on to our hobby side. Pedro, you have painted some models?
Yes. So I've been going very heavy on my Halo Flashpoint. section of my my painting stuff. So I painted, I believe that box comes with 30 models. So I batch painted, not fully done, but I did batch paint all 30 models. I did a dark steel style like basing. So I have this paint. It's Model Masters, but you actually have to wear a mask. So I would suggest no one goes and gets this. But basically, it looks like real train, like how old fashioned train cars were painted, like model train cars. So it's like the actual paint that they used to use. So I have a dark steel one, and then I did some like shadow black on it, and they actually came out really sharp looking. So I just got to do some dry brushing and then put the colors, and then should be done. So I'll probably be done by next week. But that's like 30 models I have to paint like that.
Whoa, nice.
Yep.
So does that mean you have to use these paints in like a well ventilated area? I'm assuming.
Yes, I would suggest if you can find it, because these things are actually like discontinued. But if you go to like old train hobby places, they still have it like on the rack. I would say super well ventilated. Wear mask. I had to open up. It doesn't, like, if you're on top of it, you'll smell it. But I would still suggest wearing a mask. Open the window. It actually has lacquer in it, and that's why. So that's why they like discontinued it, because it's like super, like it like burns your nostrils if you get a whiff of it. But the models come out amazing.
So listeners, we do not recommend this paint, but
no, that's what I'm saying.
but you are adults at the end of the day. Please practice caution. Don't be a goofy head. All right.
Yes.
Make sure, please wear protection while painting.
Yes, yeah, especially with this. But if you want like real steel, like it really looks like if you were to go to like a dark steel color, like it really does look like that. It looks crazy good. So
okay. Well, thanks, Pedro. Hopefully, you don't have to paint more Flashpoint models in this matter. But
I have another like 40.
Oh man!
But those are good because the ODST guys are ODST guys all have the same color. But then all the Spartans, you could do it just like Halo. So you can be like how you play Halo multiplayer. So you could just be like, I'm going to make this guy neon pink and just like make him whatever color you want. So you don't have to use all that.
Nice.
Yep.
Let's see. I've attached one Sentinel to their base. That's my hobbying. So we can move on to upcoming events.
Almost there.
Almost there. All right. So upcoming events, we want to just announce Omnisource Games. Our friend Rob Ebel is hosting his last tournament for now in Westport, Massachusetts on April the 11th. I'll be there to support him. He's been a staple for our community for New England, so I would love to support his event because I know he works really hard. But if you can come out and join us on April 11th at Omnisource Games in Westport, Massachusetts, that would be great for any of our listeners. Pedro, you got a couple of New Jersey events here. Let's see. Highlander Games in Boonton. Am I saying that correctly?
Yep.
Okay. Boonton, New Jersey, April the 19th. And that's just a standard tournament, right?
Yeah, just a regular standard tournament. That's actually their first tournament after a while. Like a pretty long time. So that's our new local store that we go to. So that's gonna be their first tournament they've hosted in like I think a year or two.
Nice.
So we're trying to revamp. So everybody's been going there. It's a pretty chill place. It actually looks like a like your grandma's basement. Like it's really cozy, really nice. Like has a fireplace, the music in the background. It's really nice.
Awesome. Yep. Yeah, definitely let us know like how that goes because we are always in supporting new stores that are hoping to host this game because it's a sweet game. Let's see, an Old Faithful, Red Seal Games in Matawan, New Jersey will also be hosting a tournament on April 25th. So I believe Will, who's usually not there, who's usually there, won't be there for this go around, but Mike Whalen will be hosting this tournament. So I think he's going to leave up to poll whether or not we're going to do a standard tournament or an affiliation battle. So it could be either one, but definitely keep on a lookout for links for that and vote what kind of tournament you would like to see that day. This will be on April 25th in Matawan, New Jersey at Red Seal Games.
Cool.
Okay. All right, just grabbing the timestamp here. Let's see, 10:05. Nice. Okay.
Nice. Look at that. We're cutting through this.
Yep. Okay, so Pedro, I'm gonna toss the ball to you. Yeah, so you wanted to talk about affiliations that need updates, and we got quite a few ones listed here. So,
Yes.
which one would you like to start the chat about?
Let's start with Hellfire. So I wanted to start with this one because I think out of the list, I think this is the biggest one that has possibly, in my experience, had the biggest flip in terms of, I guess, how do you put it? In terms of maybe like descaling, because
yeah,
they used to be like top, like super top tier. When I was like starting to get into the competitive scene, they were like on the rage. Like if you like the top guys were like Hellfire, and like it was EMAP still, so you still do shield, but you do like Guardians with CGR, but it was like Hellfire Central, So I was like, oof. And I wanted to start with this one because I feel like they're missing a little bit, but I feel like they could still be playable. So, I mean, to start out, we could say the biggest thing for me would be tactics cards. Like, for affiliation that never had an affiliation list and then finally has gotten one, rotating out a lot of cards, I think, makes this team suffer a little bit more. Just because you have to go more heavy on character cards. And a lot of the characters are good, but I feel like they do still need updates to actually make it a little bit more suitable to play. What do you think, Jen?
So yeah, to start off with, you have a leadership tactics card, right? So that's going to take up one slot inherently, but the leadership is quite powerful. This team, like you said, is really interesting because they used to have like an anchor that is Emma, where she was not a really well developed character initially, but you had the freedom to take any models you want. Now it's the opposite. Now you have an actual affiliation list, but Emma's gotten quite strong since the patch notes from the last update from Mini Extravaganza. So it's an interesting flipping of the pyramid. I don't know how you say it, but it's the dynamics now completely different. That being said, I think a lot of the characters do have very good tactics cards associated with them. You can take Angel for instance, right? He's got a sacrifice card that's actually pretty good. So assuming if we actually go into a new paradigm where 6/6 health is standard for the 3 threads, so Angel, Mystique, Storm, right? If they become 6/6 characters, I think this team is looking pretty good. And then subsequently, if Lady Mastermind, Archangel, Mr. Sinister, who I think AMG has hinted that he's going to get some kind of buff or changes.
Yes.
So which is more than just the normal health buff. I think they might be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. I would say if they, I know the Mr. Sinister, they have hinted heavily that it's it feels like them hinting it is this guy's getting a full rework. It feels like, because they're really going heavy on hey, this guy is going to be amazing. So I think if all those characters were to get the health buff, I think also some of the heavy hitters, because we do, this affiliation does have affiliated 6 and an affiliated 5 threat. If Magneto gets a pretty decent buff, and if Shadow King gets a pretty decent buff, this can also be another affiliation that has a lot of mystic attacks, as well as those health buffs. If you think about it, they do have Emma, Lady Mastermind, and Mystique. You can't do anything on your turns, when they're hitting you, which is incredible for 3 models to be affiliated for that.
Yeah, basically every power inhibitor, shapeshifter, whatever ability, right, that just says no reactions, they're all affiliated on this team.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's definitely something that you can't slouch on.
Yeah.
So yeah, if hopefully we see a buff also to Omega Red as well, because I really would like to see some kind of buff to his movement or to his attacks or something, to or just general durability. Shadow King also needs a lot of help. I don't know what they could do, and they haven't really talked about him, but like he definitely could use something, I think, for sure.
I mean, you could try to, I guess, make that Astral Fiend not an action. 'Cause I feel like he probably needs it to not be an action, because you want to like get him in the game, and he just moves too slow. And if you make that into not into an action, people are still going to only be doing like range 3 and then maybe like double tapping something, which can be, yes, it could be like crazy good, but at the same time, we do have like an atom that can just like double Space Stone essentially and double tap someone.
Yeah, but that also is an A threat that you're thinking here. Right? I always thought that, like, if they wanted to not have him double tap all the time, like what I would like to see is if Astral Fiend actually just gave him like a move as part of the resolution of the putting out the projection token. Because then you would be able to, like, it's like, well, this is just an expensive move that gives you this thing and you can attack from range. I always thought that would be like a decent fix for him, for instance, if they're just afraid to, let him Astral Fiend then double tap somebody, because he actually has like a really good builder on this guy.
Yeah.
So, that would be my fix to them. That wouldn't be like too crazy, but we could see like hopefully what they come out with. I mean, like more health doesn't do too much, I think, because like this guy already is pretty tanky between well, I mean, the Immortal Essence, I think, like, as long as he lives, he's got a healing factor that he can pay for, which is pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's not bad. So for back to the Fiend thing, you're saying, like, basically, like, make him move S and then shoot, like, almost like a charge, but just on a projection token?
Oh, no. Just, like, you put the token out, right? And it gives you all the rules for the token. And then after it says all the token spiel, just like, oh, this character advances short as well. And then, the last clause is, like, at the beginning of the cleanup phase, remove this token. Superpower can be used once per turn. Yeah.
That could be kind of cool.
Yeah. So, or actually do the advance as the first part, because I guess all the text, like, after the, place this token has, like, all the rules about the token, right?
Yeah.
But basically just add a movement, like, to him. And so he doesn't feel like he's, like, plotting all the time. Yeah. All the time. Because I feel like he kind of becomes too static of a model. Because you have to spend the action to like, put out the Fiend,
Yeah, you can possibly make it where it does both. So it's like you said, like you plot it out, you put your projection token, you attack, and then you get movement at it. But then you can make it where it's like if someone destroys it with Mystic, it can also still move you. So you can move away. So you can have it where it does vice versa.
Yeah, and obviously, like, part of that my thinking is that he does need his extra movement, is that unlike the other characters like, Cassandra or Mysterio, his Number Visions is really cool because it moves the character that activates the trap, which is really cool. But he doesn't move himself, right? So sometimes Shadow King is just kind of just sitting there, not really advancing the game state. He's just like this weird denial unit. But like, I feel like as a 5-threat, like I would like to see him actually, be more proactive in scoring as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah,
and I don't think maybe giving him a medium move, or he might be way too good.
Honestly, it would not be awful if they gave him a medium move. It would not break anything, in my opinion.
Okay. That'd be
like,
cool.
Yeah, same thing with Mega Red. Please give that guy a medium move.
Please. Like, this guy needs it. He's so good. I mean, I've used them in Hydra, which we will bring up later, but I've used them before, and I've like triple healed.
Yeah,
before it's like he's so good. He just needs extra health and a medium move, please, Lord.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on? Well, okay. So did they say anything about buffing Magneto? Because like for the longest time, I know the Will and Schick and Pagani were like, it's like Magneto's fine. He's like where we want 6 threats to be. I'm just like, my man needs help though. Like
nothing that I know of yet. I mean, I hope they do. I think
for sure he definitely needs the health buff, because he's got the lowest amount of health.
Yeah,
I feel like for a 6 threat in the game, because he only has like 14, which is pretty low.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I know they were like on a couple podcasts. They were like, no, if we give this guy a medium move, it's gonna be like bad, because he could do so much in his turn. Because a medium move with a push on it is like. But I mean, to fix it, they could just do a push away instead of a push towards, so it prevents the double tapping if they wanted to, or like the move attack and then try to throw. So I mean, I hope they fix that. This guy really needs a spender change. I think the spender's a trap. Period.
Yeah. This is a time where they definitely very much valued like the utility of area attacks, right? Which is why they're so expensive.
Yes.
Yeah. If we want to see the spender get used, like I definitely would like to see this, like assuming they don't like do a completely new move.
Yes.
The Shrapnel Bass can be playable, but it just needs to be a lower cost. I think if this was like a free cost like spender, like or 4-cost spender, like I think that would be like pretty reasonable. But 5 is way too much for what it does currently.
Yeah, because even if you look at Emma's thing, I know she did get the update. I mean, if you look at her spender, it does cost 5, and it also gives you an extra dice. So
yeah. I think part of hers also has that pierce trigger, which is like really really crazy.
Yes,
actually.
Yep.
So maybe if this was like area 2 6-4. Or make it like 7 dice, I guess. Yeah, maybe it was 7 dice. Like maybe you can potentially justify this.
Yeah, and then you can kind of disrupt it with the metal constructs because people can throw terrain. Like there's more promoting of terrain, so you could destroy it just in case you don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I think the main thing that people are constantly asking for is like some way to fit out like an actual helmet on this guy. Like because it's funny because we say the word helmet, which is so evocative of Magneto's helmet, but that is not. He doesn't have those rules,
Yes. He's like, no, you won't move me. Yeah, everybody can move this character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you can still just like advance him. With, like,
yes. Yeah. Just shoot, go away.
Yeah, he only stops pushers or throws, but all the psychic attacks like advance you as part of their effects.
Yes.
So but his sports projection doesn't really stop that. It's weird, Pedro.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, but this can also be a thing of like I love this game and everything. It can also be a thing where I know on multiple podcasts, a lot of the design team, like kind of know Marvel, but they don't know like super in depth. Like I know there was one where I think it was Will Schick said I think Pagani or one of the other people that were designing Onslaught came to them a couple of years before and said we should do this character, and they were like, no, you cannot do that character. Like if you read on that guy, if you read all the comics on Onslaught, the dude like just goes AWOL on everybody. Like do not make this character in the game. And finally I think they're starting to understand like, oh okay, wait a minute, let's like really design more and more. So I hope they do give Magneto a buff, but they've been doing a great job overall. So it's like a lot of the flavor text has been awesome.
Yeah, and everyone with AMG is listening. Listen, we love you guys. These are just like little things we're just noting. We know you guys are way better now at designing characters and sort of like scaling them for what the game is at this point. So that please, if you do tend to rework Magneto, I think you guys can knock it out of the park. And like I have faith. Just let's hope he gets something done in the future.
Oh yes.
So last one we can talk about is Sunspot. I don't know what to do with Sunspot. Like
this guy just needs to fly. Period. Like, sorry, I got very heated.
Honestly, yeah. If you just take out the flight thing from his sunburn and just like as part of the flare state, this character has flight or something. I don't know.
Please, just give him a medium move with flight, and then please make that UV trigger either range 3 or the heat up trigger. Like make the attack range 3 or the heat up trigger just a wild, because to get the wild hit to get extra flare is very hard. Like you really need to like hopefully hit it. If not, then you're like, okay, I just don't do anything.
Yeah, it does feel kind of punishing sometimes to try to get that trigger. And like he ends up being like better in some affiliations than others.
Yeah.
So I should take that back. Like in New Mutants, obviously, if you teleport him, right, he definitely gets his flare token, which is really nice. But like X Force, like I think would behoove these guys to give him something easier for the flare tokens, because like he's exciting once the flare tokens happen. Just let people do that, because you got to expend them for doing anything cool.
Yes,
like on his kit, I feel.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
like,
you could throw terrain or character. Like he has a character throw, and it could be up to size 3. You just have to have the flare tokens. So that's really good. The flight is good. Maybe have them just do a long move as like the sunburn thing. Like it could be like a long move charge. Like you could do a long move with a range 2 attack with it. Back to the X-Force part of it. I actually told a lot of people they should try him with Cat and Mouse. Is that their card that lets him place within 2 of themselves?
I actually really like Sunspot and Cat and Mouse, especially on Infinity Formula, because then he gets the flare token, then he can charge, right? That first round, which is really nice.
Yeah, you can even use them like a safe grab, because you can spend 2, move medium, grab the middle. You know, it's free, so you would just play the card, place 2, get the flare token, move again, grab the middle, move back, and now you start with 3 flare tokens next round.
Yep. So, which is a good play pattern, but yeah, he is relatively fragile. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe the health buff will actually like can go a long way.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly though, like considering how fragile he is, like I think I would like to see him actually go to like 7-7 personally, but I don't know if they're willing to do that. So far it's been like a 7-6 kind of like, or 6-7 hand motions.
That's it. And question, I mean, why is he not immune to Incinerate?
Oh yeah, Pedro, dude.
What is going on here?
Yeah, I don't know if this is just like an issue of just like they run out of space in the card, but like, yeah, another like, set of like innate powers to say flight and immunity to incinerate would make a ton of sense here, right?
Yes. Just like, oh my God, like he just needs flight, immune to incinerate. Like that's another insanely good thing, because if he's rolling 3 on energy and then 2 and 2 on the other one, he's like really in a bad spot. I mean, you're just like dying really fast.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely Sunspot could use like some sort of durability look at, and maybe some universal like innates that might help him out in that case.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. Yeah, I do like the 7-7 thought though. That could be really cool. I do, and I really like this model. I mean, I used to play New Mutants a lot, and it's like the thing is, it's like just little things. Like for me, it was like feast or famine. Like he either hits insanely great and he's doing everything, he's throwing characters, or like he's just doing nothing. Like you're just like, oh my God, Smile's not doing nothing for me. What am I playing?
At the same time, though, like every time I've seen Bork play Sunspot, like he definitely has made him feel like a really fun character to actually like check out.
Yes.
So like the kit is there. It's just that I think just lasting a little longer the game and stuff like could definitely help out. So all right. So since we just talked about Sunspot, we want to talk about
nice transition to New Mutants, baby.
Yeah.
So these guys need more characters.
It's what, 7 characters right now?
7 characters. It's not that awesome. They are awesome. I will say this. The leadership is incredible. It is so good. It is a delivery system for all your big base models. It is awesome. When you first play into it, and I know one of my locals is starting to play it, so I definitely want to help him out. Because I used to play it before we even got the affiliation list. I would just tell my friend, like, okay, just give me like Magic and Shadowcat and X-23, and let's just say they're affiliated. This leadership is like, you can trip up so many people with this thing. Like, you're just like, oh, you hit this person and I fall back and now I'm going to teleport a Hulk right in front of you. And then they're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. It's like really bad to play into the first time.
Yeah. Because of the free movement, it can give otherwise rather static models like a lot of like juice, right, to be able to move around and affect the board. Like, yes. I wouldn't be surprised to see like Doctor Strange, right, gain splash quite a bit, because like, hey, you solve the movement, and also now you have the ability to protect your 3 threats, right, from dying with them.
This is good. I used to use Mephisto in here. because I used to like do some cheeky stuff where I would be like, oh, meet my associate, and then teleport someone up with meet my associate, place them like behind Mephisto, they take the hit, and then teleport another person up. So I would like double teleport someone. Because it's not once per turn.
No, yeah, the fact you can teleport multiple people or multiple times like is like pretty nutsies.
Yes.
Also Emma being buff recently also gives him like now a very good 4 threat, right? Because she's outside of Sunspot and her, there's only 2 4 threats, right, currently there. So I think the list building is now currently better. They have strong tactics cards, right, which is good. So really, we just
more characters. I think they can do with a honey badger, which we had looked up, and she was part of it. I think she's even. People can quote me or yell at me later. I feel like she's in her New Mutants outfit in the first place. On that, the character that she is right now, I think that is her outfit.
I mean, it could be, yeah.
It could be, but that's also an artist's choice. So it could just be maybe it's just a regular outfit, or it was maybe a snippet in a different comic book. I don't know. So you guys can crucify me later. But that I would say Colossus, just because brother sister love, that could be kind of cool. And just updated characters. I think like prime example is Shadowcat. I know Bork loves this character. I think he's even said like she has play and she's really good. I think she definitely needs a health buff, especially seeing all the new characters that are coming out. Like the 3 threats are all like 6'5" or 6'6", and I think she definitely needs a health buff and give her phasing. Like she should be able to go through a whole building. Like I do not know why this character does not have that.
Yeah, it's all the phasing stuff is sort of like built into like the range 2 place, right, or the side steps or the ghosted, right? So that's kind of like done in terms. But yeah, I would like to see like a flight or a brawl quality just to represent that she isn't really like stopped by terrain, right, in the first place.
Yep.
So that would be kind of good to see. But otherwise, yeah, the kid's like fine. Just giving her a little more durability, I think, goes a long way. Because whenever you have an innate long mover, that gives you so many options as far as like extract into secure plays there.
Yeah, and she can boost her own dice, which is pretty cool, and place within 1 with can't touch this, so she can boost. She can add 2 dice to your characters. It's just you have to be within 2, so it does help out a little bit more. I mean, I wonder if they changed Phase Rush to like either place 2 or give this character the ability to move through terrain. Like I know you said keep it as a like a wall crawler or flight situation where it's 1 little tech. So I'm wondering if you can make it like a superpower for her to use it, and then maybe just give her all gainers, so she can just gain a whole bunch of power. Just like hit, get it.
Not possibly, but I don't know. I kind of like the spread of the phase rate being a builder, 1 being in the get 'em lock heat being a gainer, because it gives her that option for something like that. Okay. Yeah, maybe a phase rush was like, I don't know. I think honestly the place 2 utility is just like better overall. Okay. But something you could have done was like how Iceman is like treated as a size 5 during his hidden run, basically. Yeah. So there could have been a power that was like, it's like, oh, hey, like, use this superpower for this round, you're counted size 5 when you're moving.
That could be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously I think her utility is like honestly fine. The more I look at it, Pedro, I think really just the health buff is what she needs to stay like it. But if you have anything that gives her additional attack dice, I don't know, like Spectrum or something, I think that phasing strike builder actually becomes kind of nutty, actually.
Yeah, without popping crits. I mean, this is like, oof. And they don't count.
Yeah. Actually, more people should probably try Spectrum in New Mutants now that I'm thinking about the free teleport and stuff.
It would be very good. Like, very, very good. And then all the boosted dice on everything else. They also did, we will touch on this now, but they did get another buff in terms of Cable has an X throw. So you could just throw size 1. and it's 3 damage.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Cable, Pedro. Like I feel like I look at this kid, I'm just like, it's not a bad kid. Like I look at each thing individual, I'm just like, I don't hate any of this. Is it just because he's like a 5/3 character with no control? Like the only thing maybe that's probably the thing that's rough sometimes, you know?
Possibly. I mean, he could do with an extra energy defense, which could be like a 3/4/4, so he's a little bit more durable. I mean, he's 7/7, so I mean he is 14 health. So I think he's already statted health wise correctly.
Yeah.
I think maybe give him. He already has a reroll on his attack. Yeah, I mean it could be something he's just missing, like the control aspect of it. Maybe the spender has a throw on it, or like what's Bishop have? Bishop has that one where like you push everybody.
Yeah.
At the end of it, right? So
Yep.
maybe double up on that, but that might make X-Force really good then. Double spenders could be really gnarly.
Yeah, I don't think you want to like to repeat like Bishop's like spender because it is such a board game changing thing.
Yes.
I think what it is just like, yeah, Cable just needs some kind of like control to make him feel kind of worth it, or they need to just increase his lethality.
Yeah.
Right now,
6 dice plasma rifle.
Yeah, I mean, like you could do maybe make it a 5/6, and instead of rerolling 2 dice, just have him reroll 1 dice while within 3.
Yeah,
and I think that would be like a similar like effect, right? While just pushing it up just a little bit higher,
just a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they could do that because then also you can always do a duel where you like flip between X-Force and this because a lot of the characters are all affiliated as well.
Yep. Do we just talk about again like how much this like we feel like Honey Badger should be here, right? By the way,
I know.
Okay, just
she needs, especially with X-23, like it is the perfect situation where you have the perfect leadership. If she was affiliated to, I mean, you can still keep your range 3. You can move S. You can teleport. Like there is so much movement. If you guys try out X-23 Honey Badger with this leadership, you are moving like so much in this lead.
Yeah.
If she's just affiliated, it also you can go really wide if she was affiliated because you can basically do all your 3s and a 2, or you could do like 3/3/2 and then splash in like a bigger model.
Yeah,
or like more 4s. So I think they need some help. Now I'm gonna take a swing to outfield here. I would hope the Danny Moonstar is a New Mutant because she is on the picture and she is affiliated in the comic books. So I would hope when that Jubilee box comes out that she is part of this team and that they come with really good tactics cards too.
Yep, crossing our fingers. I hope so.
Maybe Jubilee. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. Make Jubilee a New Mutant character.
Watch like Jubilee becomes the 2-threat here, you know?
Yep. Now, if they go Jubilee and Honey Badger as 2 threats, I think that'd be a little bit too much. But
that would be pretty insane, honestly.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Well, you gotta maybe splash a Logan in here now, like if that were the case.
So cool. That would be so cool. And then just want to touch really quick. Warlock in this list. He is very good. I've used him a lot, and I think people should start using him a little bit more. I think, honestly, he just needs an extra health, and he's fine. Because I've played games where now more and more people are putting out terrain, like more size 1s, size 2, size 3s, and they're like really filling up the board. And when I use them, I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to shoot you, and then eat this, and then eat this. And I just like clear all the terrain. So he could be really good. People should also try him in Brotherhood, which I actually did make a suggestion to one of my friends. Because you could pass him power just to eat terrain to pass power again.
No, yeah, absolutely. If he gets a health buff, like, and I'm hoping he goes for 6/6 personally, but you know, they can be a 5/6 or a 6/5 potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as he survives being one shot, it's got to be pretty debilitating to like see him just do that techno organic absorption and just get back to full health.
Yeah,
because you can do that multiple times a turn, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, no, that for sure. I mean, the extra 2 damage on the the transmute virus infection is really good. I mean, he also gets, if you keep your ranges correct and you're outside of 3, he does get an extra defense. So on physical and energy.
Yeah.
So any long, like this guy, so like a Hawkeye shooting this guy is, I don't think it's doing much. I mean, it's 5-on-4, and if you're in cover, well, you can avoid cover. But if they didn't pay for cover, he could be really good, And the Buster Cannon as a gainer with shock, oof, this thing I have killed a lot of things with that thing.
Just a random range 4 like energy weapon, like 5 dice, like it's one of the best things you can have, like in the game right now, I think.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yep. So yeah, I think just more characters for New Mutants, but I don't think they're in the worst spot, currently.
Yep. Yeah, more characters, and then like I think obviously Sunspot's affiliated, which we had talked about.
But, yeah, we've already gone through the characters that need help. Like
yeah,
in this.
Exactly. And then like little health tweaks. Yeah, I think, and then they should be awesome. I think they're still good. Like I said, it's that lead is awesome.
Yeah, we just need like some roster tweaking here. Now, what's the next one you want to talk about?
Well, the next one is on affiliation whose lead needs work. It will be Weapon X.
Oh boy, yeah, that leadership, Pedro.
please, like I want to play this team so bad. I've seen 3 people play this team and go 8 wide, and once X-23 dies, the whole team just folds. Please fix this lead. Like, do not have it attached. Just have it as a regular card. I don't know why. I don't know why this is a problem.
Yeah, every other team tactics card leadership is able to work while the leader is, dazed, and this is the one that doesn't because of the interaction with the tokens.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if you need to just like make this like a separate like card, kind of like Apocalypse's leadership or something to let it hold tokens or something, but something mechanically can definitely be done in game to sort of like represent that. So that, if X-23, Sabretooth or Logan, or no, sorry, it's only Laura Bailey, I almost said Laura Bailey, the voice actor. Laura Kinney. If Laura Kinney or James Logan Howlett can only be the leaders, right? Of X.
I believe X. So, yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can also... Yeah, I think they should just fix the lead. I think if they fix the lead, I think you play this team all the time. And that's some big words. If the biggest thing they can do is like you fix the lead and you give every character in this team, which could be outrageous because I know a lot of them have healing factors, so not the healing factor guys, but I mean, which is the majority of them. If you give everybody 1 extra health and you fix the lead, I think you play this team way more often than none. Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 affiliated 3 threats and a 2 threat. You can go really wide. And Weapon X, the character is... I've left this guy on 1 so many times, and when he goes, he just murders me. Like, I just die. There's no saving me. Like, he just goes off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's definitely like the purest glass cannon I've seen like in a while, in this game. So like it's a really, really good design from their side. Yeah. I mean, like it's 17 threat. You can do 4 3 threats. No, 5 3 threats, right? And and a 2. And that's completely.
That's at 15. You would need 17. You would need double 2s. So you just basically put in a 4.
Oh no. Remember, it's 5 3 threats make up 15. That's that
Oh
that. So
yeah, it is.
so you
Yeah,
think
you're right.
Deadpool, Domino, Maverick, Weapon
Oh,
X, X-23, then Honey Badger can be your Splash. Well, not Splash, but she's affiliate too. That's
she's
a
affiliated. Yeah.
completely affiliate list. Yeah, they all can participate in any of the cards, which is
Yes, which is amazing.
Yep.
So I think that I do think if they come out with another Wolverine, they should definitely give out more cards for this affiliation as well, or even like give me like Lady Deathstrike. That can be like kind of cool. So like more characters would be cool, but I would think some more tactic cards, or maybe like we haven't said this, like maybe like reworks on some of the tactic cards as well. Like we were talking about Mystique, how you lost Deception, but now you get Secret Identity, which I believe is the new card.
Stolen Identity is the name of the
Stolen
new
Stolen
card.
Identity. So it's like you could do that on maybe like Deadpool, because Deadpool has like Chimichanga and he has like Yoink. Like you could maybe rework one of these cards. So like maybe Chimichanga helps out your whole X Force team. And like maybe everybody gets like an extra health or something on it with the when they hold a Chimichanga token. So instead of it, you can like you can make this game be like the token, this team be like the token game. Like, okay, I have tokens for my leadership, then I'm going to give you the dossier, and that's another token, and then I'm also going to have a Chimichanga, and that's like another token. So you can have like three miniature games inside of one big miniature game, which can be like the Weapon X plan, if that makes sense.
You also have Weapon Stash as well, which is a token that you put on Secure.
Yeah, like you have Weapon. Yeah, you could just make a huge mini game out of this affiliation.
Yep. The question, the leadership's now called, dude, so are you sure you want to remember all your tokens? Is that?
Oh, yes. You just have assignments now. See? Everybody's doing the dossier.
In actuality, the one thing I would like to get improved is actually Call the Pack. I think this one, it has to trigger on like, getting, removing damage, I guess, so you can trigger this extra movement for a bunch of characters.
Yes.
So part of me is wondering like if there's a way to be more proactive, because basically right now it's just like either you trigger on healing factor for your characters, or if you were to, let's say, play instant recovery, right? That's probably the main time you play it, is so that it's the opponent's activation, they just hit you with attack, you hit instant recovery, you recover, you play Call the Pack, and then that's when you have a bunch of guys go in. But that's a lot of investment sometimes,
it is.
Within a leadership. So like, I don't know, maybe if it was more usable on its own, like in some way, maybe you just limit the amount of characters that can benefit from it, but have it happen like during the beginning or like a middle of a character's turn. I think that'd be more interesting than what it currently is right now.
I mean, what you could do, which can be innate to, I would say, let's say like a Deadpool, a Sabretooth, and a Wolverine, you could have their healing factor specifically be like instant recovery, but built into their card instead of having it as a tactics card. But just make it for like these three models, because when you see them in like movies, or you see them in books or stuff like in comics, like they're taking like a whole bunch of damage, and then like 4 seconds later they're like all healed up. So they could have it where it's built into their card, and do like maybe Deadpool has like, you have healing factor 2, and then have it where it's like regeneration, and then it costs like 2 and he heals 2, or like you heal for your healing factor cost or like amount. So they could have something cool like that. So then you can also still play Call the Pack, and maybe make it rangeless instead of having it so tight on range 3. So that could be like 2 different things with updates that they can do.
I mean, I think that would require a lot more like rules revamp for the characters. I was thinking something simpler where like, let's say if Call the Pack is just like, it's like, hey, pick 2 Weapon X characters. They, one of them like heals their healing factor, as you said, and then they, they can both like, advance towards the character, enemy character, like within range.
Yeah, I mean, either or.
Yeah, I just figured, we're just doing one card versus
reworking like 3 cards,
three different characters, and we have no idea like how crazy that could be, because the tricky thing with the other way is just like it's like, well, you could do that, but then like do they get the healing factor as well at the end of their turn? Because then that would be healing too much, right? So there's a lot of rules clauses. Shaking my head with that, but yeah, I think there's definitely a way you could make Call the Pack like you can make this like one of the signature cards for Weapon X, and it would feel like pretty cool.
What if? And here's another, just spitballing. What if you did Call the Pack exactly like how you said, make it like 2 characters, but then you have it make like, oh, these 2 characters move, and the person who did not take the damage makes a free attack.
Oh yeah, okay. I that could be interesting. Yeah, actually, that also feels pretty Weapon X-y.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like, okay,
like you're calling for backup.
Oh, okay. So we read it like this then. This would be my fair version of. So basically, one person just gets damaged, right?
Yeah.
You play Call the Pack. Another person can take an advance and do a 0 cost attack into them.
Yes. Boom, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, I love that, Pedro. That would be great.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Because then also the only thing is, do you still make it range 3 or do you make it rangeless?
I think you got to be some sort of range move because they got to call for the help, or like witness. You can't have like a dude like from the other side of the board. I'm just like, wait, I can see it happening.
I mean, they have walkie-talkies.
I mean, bold of you to assume that they're in walkie-talkie mood. You know?
Right. That too. It just shuts off they remove the batteries.
Listen, Weapon X seems like a group that would turn off their body cams. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. It's off the books, boys.
It's off the books, boys. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, no, I think that could be really good. Just fixing that card, fixing the leadership, and like a couple of health buffs. These guys can be like, really awesome. Because when they're on the table, I mean, when you have a full team, I mean, are like Corey, I know at like one tournament, he was like, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just gonna like play. They did like 20 threat, and this dude had 8 models on the table because it was all 3s and all 2s. And I'm like, that is so cool. Like, I don't even know what you're supposed to do anymore.
Yep. Recent listeners may have remembered one of our last tournaments a few months ago. TurboTac did an excellent run with Weapon X. Similar idea. Like, just the amount of bodies is like insane with the amount of output that they have offensively. So like, it's definitely a team that you got to be careful. But I don't think anything we're asking for is like that crazy as far as like where the paradigm of the game is going.
Yep. So let's see. So our next love, well, my love is Black Order.
No, Pedro, I did not just do an entire Christmas episode saying how it fixed Black Order.
I know. Oh my god, these guys. I would say refer back to our episode on Black Order, but these guys just need some loving. I feel like we got some new big bad boys out, and these guys are still at the bottom of the pack. And talk about just like Hellfire. Let's talk about their 15 used to be like crazy good. I mean, you're talking double stones with Corvus and a Proxima was like really good. Like, you're just like, wow, this is amazing.
Oh, I should rather that's actually 16 threat. That
16, yes. Oh, so, no, 1 stone.
one stone Thanos, yes. But otherwise, but yeah, depending how many stones you have on Thanos, right, you can run that team at 15 or 16.
Yes.
So 16 threat still exists, but the E-maps are gone, right? So you don't have the murder quarter anymore.
Yep. So these guys need a little bit of loving. I would say for sure health buffs all the way around. Like, I don't think they've been touched since the last update was Thanos and the Reality Stone. And then before that, I think they had to update. They were like, I think at the first pack of getting updated.
Yeah, so long ago, I guess, like you used to be able to have the gems as separate character slots, and you could choose to equip them or not. And the time stone used to be able to give you another action, and that was crazy back then.
Oof.
So Thanos was like insane. And then there's also an era where like there was like just single extracts that you may not even be able to unearth during a game, which is also like very, very challenging to play against sometimes. But here in modern Marvel Crisis Protocol, as of like 2026 spring winter time, the Black Order is interesting because they keep getting like touched via Thanos, but the actual affiliation hasn't been really touched in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, they've just been nerfed by, like Corvus got nerfed because Reality Gem just works way different now, right? Than what it used to.
Yep. And I mean, they can also touch, I mean, like we said, Ebony Maw, Proxima, I think is still really good. I think Proxima with extra health would be awesome. Like, I think you just play her in a lot of spots.
Actually, Proxima gets a health buff. I would actually splash her probably in more places than people may think.
Yes, and she gets a lot of movement. Long move, range 3, place 1. Like she's moving. So I think also I'm wondering if when this new Crisis Pack comes out, the biggest thing I can think that would help them are closer maps, because they are like pure attrition. I think closer maps would help, especially if the game is slowing down a little bit more. I think if they had like the new one looks really cool. Assault ship, which basically gives you a reroll if they're within 2 of their objective. You got like an extra reroll, but it's tighter because everything's basically in the middle.
Yeah, so it's a horizontal corridor of fighting, right? Instead.
Yes. Yep.
So I think it's long as you are within 2 of if you the defender, that is the person we target with the attack, are within range 2 of a secure for that one, then the attacker gets the reroll 1 attack die once per turn.
Yes.
Basically, which is pretty good. Like that actually does help quite a bit for fighting math.
Yes.
I guess my thing is still like, there's still a lot of like inherent like issues with the team. Like I think like Black Dwarf still doesn't quite feel like a complete kit now currently, because like I feel like he has to move around so much to get in range to even do anything in the first place that it feels really rough to play him.
Yeah.
So he definitely needs help. Again, refer back to the Christmas episode for my thing for Black Dwarf. The Corvus, and Supergiant. Like I think they all suffer from some sort of mobility issue that keeps them from participating in the game.
Yeah,
like a lot. But also, like I really wish they had more playthrough with the gems. Like I thought it'd be really cool if the leadership was, hey, Black Order characters can use the gems for no cost.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like I don't think that would be that crazy, because like most of the characters do want to take their gems, but it always feels like they have that extra power text, right? Because they want to be able to use the powers on the gem as well.
Yes. Yeah, that can actually be really cool with a leadership like that was there.
Yeah, and you can also keep it just the Black Order characters. Like you can keep it so that you don't do anything crazy with like a soul, well, not soul, but like a time name or something like that. And that doesn't get crazy because of that.
Yeah, only Black Order members. Period. That could be really cool.
That could be something. Yeah. As far as tactics cards wise, like I still like their tactics cards. Like I think Blood Spare is like an incredible gotcha card. Like a lot of times. I love the flavor of the Price of Failure.
Yeah, Price of Failure. Yeah,
is very, very good. Surface of Titan is actually still the best CGR card.
Yes, I mean all their cards have been awesome, and even their, like we said, their character cards are amazing. I mean, you're talking Execute. That's like my favorite card with Corvus and Proxima. Shush is the best card, period.
Yep.
Game Elite? Nah, you can stay there. Like, people should be bringing them, and Marge gave me the idea of, she was like, I want to try Ebony Maw again back in Convo, and I'm like, oh, damn, a Shush on the Atom, and you can't recal is really good. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds really gnarly right now.
Yeah, Maw is actually pretty okay. Like I don't have much I would change in Maw. Maybe if he needs maybe a health buff. But that's probably it, dude. Like I think his kit is good.
Great. Yeah. And you know what? The thing is also I know he doesn't suffer from collision, but like I think if he got a health buff and maybe you make his throw X cost, I think like just because of the changes to the throw rules, I think it would be relatively, sane. I mean, or you can just keep it at 3, but I mean, you do see him in comic books and you did see him in Infinity War. Like he is just throwing lampposts like nothing. Like he's not even breaking a sweat.
That's true. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing his cost go to X just to make him a little more power efficient, and that would be fine.
And that's it. Yeah. So I mean that could be some cool stuff. But I mean, I would say everybody please refer to the episode. Not trying to push you away from this one, but that was a very good deep dive into the list. So
yeah, I mean we hit the general points, right? It's like, hey, make the gem usage more universal. Make the characters more active want to use the gem, and fix mobility issues for X characters.
Yes.
Like I think that they definitely should get some love, because I think for us, taking the giving a haircut to Thanos, I would say we're not chopping his head off per se, but we gave him a haircut. So hopefully everyone should get some sort of rising tide for everybody else, right, on the team.
Yes, exactly. So don't do the bob cut, do the fade.
Do the fade. Do the fade.
So into our next lovely winter guard. I would say character updates, but the biggest one is, what is this bear? I think I even lost my bear. First off, I cannot find them because I don't know where I put them.
I love my Ursa Major model because I have him painted like the Coca-Cola bear with the scarf and a Coca-Cola. I love this dude so much. But yes, the thing is, right now Ursa Major, he kind of just is like a power battery because it's easy to hit him and it's not hard to kill him, even if he's got 7 health on both sides. So I don't know, like people floated it's like, we'll give him some DR, or he needs better defenses, more health. He's got to be more durable than he actually currently is.
Yes.
And like Omega, I would love to see a medium move on this guy. I know he's got aggressive, but dude, Bill has aggressive, and he's got a medium move on a medium base.
Yes, and a character.
Let Ursa charge and attack things more. I think it's fine, because the thing is, his regular builder is kind of sad, actually. It's like a 3 threats builder,
Yeah. And then we can go into the black sheep of the family, Dark Star. Oh, she needs some help. I think she needs a little bit of a rework, and her card for her tactics card just needs to be redone. I think it's not really that great.
It's not because it actually hurts your team.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I think she needs a lot of love. The card needs. I would think the card should actually just be in reverse. It should be buffing your team the whole time. It should be other enemy characters within 3 roll fewer dice against energy, and other ally characters within 3 roll 1 extra dice against energy. That can be a cool card, because that would definitely play. I mean, that's a huge buff just for the team overall. And she doesn't generate a lot of power in the first place. I've tried her, and I mean, for being is she supposed to be a telepath? I'm very confused on this character when they announced her.
I don't think so. It's just that I think she's able to trigger, the dark force, like some sort of power source, right? That allows her to have some sort of energy manipulation. Mm-hmm. So the dimensional portal is really good, right? She's got that Man Thing style teleport, which is really good, right? It's once per character per turn, right? Range 3, place 3, which is really good. Doesn't cost an action. And Dark Force Barrier is actually really interesting now, because the terror of Doctor Strange is upon us. And
Yes.
Dark Force Barrier is like one of the few reactives that actually stops the push from energy attacks, actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But
So,
the thing is,
yeah.
for me, is how do you get her to 3?
Well, that's the problem. The kid, right, is
problem.
that beyond health buff, I think she just needs to generate more power, right?
Yes.
So you can change this by making Dark Force Strike into a builder. You know, maybe that's what it should have been in the first place.
Yeah.
Also, if you're a character that's interacting with the Dark Force and called Dark Star, maybe she just should have something where it's like Beast, where like, you know, if you roll a skull anytime in your dice pool, you just get an extra power.
Extra 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they change Dark Force to a beam?
Range 4 beam would probably be a lot on a 3 threat, personally.
Yeah, but I know I was about to say Spectrum has a beam, but
she's a 4 threat.
She's a 4 threat.
Yep.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. No. I like so here's my either make Dark Force Strike into a builder, right? And you just have to roll for it, but you get the reroll dice, kind of like a Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Or you keep Dark Force Strike as is, but give her that additional trait that gives you that extra power on a skull result.
Yeah. That could be really cool. Yeah, I would say that fits a lot.
Yeah, and I don't think you need to do much with the character outside of getting the health buff, because like the attacks are pretty okay. You know what? I would change the spender. I don't know what they're doing with the spender, dude. Like, it seems like weird to have a melee spender.
Well, it's a melee spender, and you got to be so close.
But it doesn't fix the melee situation. It's like, well, I hope I kill you. If you don't, I just powered you up, and now you're going to kick my ass.
I mean, you can switch to energy, but at the same time, the problem is that is too close. You are within range 2 of a character. Like, if you do not kill the character, they're just going to punch you in the face.
Right. Like, Rending Force, like, you know, I think I would like to see some sort of push or throw trigger on this, just to be like, it's like, you know, you don't want to actively get her in range of things, but like, you know, this could be a way for you to like, you know, at least interact with the opponent in some way. Because right now, like, I don't think I would really do Rending Force unless, you know, it's really just to finish somebody off, and that's about it.
The thing is that I wouldn't even do that if I can still reroll all on her first attack. So I would just try to Yahtzee it the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd rather just take 2 separate bites of the apple, right, versus like 1-7 dice.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Because then also, like, you're handing out bleed, which is cool. But I mean, if you're using, like you said, the Dark Force, and you have like dimensional portals and Dark Force Barrier, why are you only handing out bleed? Like, that's such a minor condition. It should be like a hex, or like, I know it's a big thing, but you could do Incinerate, you know, like you said, Judgment. I mean, you can make this character give out Judgment. That'd be really cool, because that's like a 3 threat with Judgment. It can be really annoying, because the rest of the team, like Crimson Dynamo, is handing out shocks, you know, and like we could touch on like our boy, our girl over here, Black Widow, you know, is handing out stagger on her builder, and she's great, like as 2 threat, long mover, stealth, martial artist. Like, if Darkstar was a little bit like gained more power, I mean, you're talking martial artist on a 2 threat, and you buff her to 5 defense because you're adding 2 dice, and she can't get pushed. I mean, you're blocking a lot if you're within range 2 of an enemy character. Like, you're doing very well for yourself.
Yeah. So I don't know. We could definitely agree that there's this attack definitely needs a rework as far as the running for. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Big time. I love your idea for the skulls. Like, you get the extra power. That's really cool.
Yeah. I think, Darkstar is probably just 2 steps away from feeling like where she needs to be. She's not that far. I think the kid's interesting, just that, you know, she just needs some adjustments to get there.
Yep. And then, I mean, I know we could touch on their 4 threats. I mean, Crimson Dynamo's the leader. I think he's still great. I think the place is cool. I've seen a lot of people actually start using them in Mighty Avengers, which is a very interesting spot.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, like the extra beam, right, is like he just generates a lot of power if he's able to line up his beams, and he doesn't have a lot of trouble doing that because of the propulsion thrusters, right, in mid game.
Yes.
That he gets the place 2. So I think that helps a lot to sort of generate that. Oh, but also like he can also just walk and just do an overcharge capacity just to get the ball started as well.
Yeah, that too. But even in Mighty, if you were to like long move, throw a shield with Sam, and you get the ricochet, you could just pass him one, so he immediately has the place.
Sure. But anyway, this is not a Mighty Avengers.
Thing. Yeah, but no, I know. I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of people use them. The only thing I would honestly fix on this character is the disruption field. I would make it like Mad Max. You know, I would make it where Max, where you can see the dice first and then re-roll it. Versus, I believe this one you still have to prepay for.
Yes, you do. My counter to that would probably just be the fact that Max probably has a much harder time generating power than Prism Dynamo does. I think because you can get Dynamo flush with power, like, you know, I'm not really that mad that disruption has to be done upon targeting step. But, you know, we could see either way. I think he actually should get one more pip of health, like either on the front or back side, depending on if they want him to survive longer on the front or back. But otherwise, I think he's pretty good. Homie Rockus is a more niche spender, but that's okay because most time you're doing the electric blast and then you're just using all the power for your propulsion thrusters and disruption fields, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
And let's see. We talked about Omega Red. We talked about Ursa. Do you want to talk about Winter Soldier at all?
Yes. Yeah, we could. I really like this character. I think more people should actually play him. I love the stealth. I love Killbox is really good. Especially when you can start blowing up terrain. And
yes, size 1 terrain now actually is threatening now.
Yes.
You know, and there's more terrain now. So Killbox is actually better, I think, nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. His pseudo spender, that concussion grenade, to be able to hand out 2 conditions is really good, especially I believe the blinding flash also shocks other characters.
Correct, yeah. So the target character and enemy characters within 2 will get the shock condition on a wild trigger.
Yes, so you can double up on conditions just on the pseudo concussion grenade. And the red agent, the spender is cool. I wish it was like the 3-threat one though. I would like the double tapping where it's like the Red Fury where you get the attack plus you get the assault rifle shot. But I mean, you're double dipping into the same exact character. So I still do like clean sweep, my bad. To deal damage, 1 damage to every other character within 3. That range is very big.
It is, yeah.
It's not like a little range 2 or range 1. Like 3 is huge, you know. And correct me if I'm wrong. It does not need line of sight for that range 3 damage. Correct?
Correct. Yeah. You don't hide from that, which is interesting. So there could be a situation where, let's say, you use Dynamo to just do a bunch of damage to people, or you can use the that terrain blow up strike, right? That they have. Oh shoot, I forgot. It's like the one card that Winter Guard players take all the time.
Sovereign Strike.
Yeah, so you can Sovereign Strike like a bunch of people, right? And you can potentially leave a bunch of people on 1 health.
Yes.
And that clean sweep trigger is like kind of like money, right?
Yes.
In those cases.
Yep.
So
I think he is that spender is pretty good, especially like you just said, that Sovereign Strike and everything. Ooh,
yeah, I think in Winter Guard you can absolutely set it up, which makes it a little better. I think similar to how Yondu, right, when he got that health to being a 7/6. So if they also make this version of Winter Soldier into 7/6, I think you will see like him played a lot more personally.
Yeah. I mean, I think he should be played a little bit more nowadays, especially I do wish his first attack was it suppression? Suppressive. I wish it wasn't suppressive. I wish it was like something else. Because the before, I guess you would lose 1, so you can't do like a reduced by 1. And I guess that's what the purpose of suppressive is. But I know a lot of people don't like suppressive in the first place.
It could be worse. At least it's not concussive. That's probably the worst one. So this man, it sucks because like they're suppressive on the new Sentinels models that are like after damage is resolved, you lose the power.
Yes.
But Bucky's one of those ones where suppressive is before you deal damage.
Yeah.
So what it does like against Bill, right? Like it stops him potentially from like reducing damage and fallback, right? Which must be played like before damage is dealt. So it could stop those sort of abilities, right, from going off.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting. I don't know. It's not the worst for me, but it doesn't help the damage game. He definitely feels like a more deep. This version of Bucky's debuffing, right? Versus his 3-threat, which is more like we're just focused more on like cuts, but death by 1,000 cuts, right? With him,
yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, he just needs a little bit of just some help, Especially, I mean, the 7 health is a good call just because you get the Yandu trigger with this guy. Like, I mean, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I think Bucky. Let's see where the health buff takes him, but he might actually be okay with just the health buff on this guy personally.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, and then I think more people would play him. I mean, this can be. Do you think he would still benefit from a Hydra Tactics like a 3-threat or nah?
Oh man, Hydra Tactics is that ability is bananas. Like in general, just having a place that's not limited to once per turn, like it's kind of insane what you can do with that.
I mean, because you can like Hydra Tactics and then hit and run. You're like, oof, you're moving, you're zooming.
I mean, yes, if you gave him like Hydra Tactics instead of Spetsnaz training or Killbox, like that wouldn't be bad. Like, but he would just his role would just change, right? In what he's kind of doing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I mean, for the rest of the list, it's I think they're good. Like we just said, like little small tweaks, and I would not put down Red Guardian. 1 extra health on this guy, and I think he's okay. Like, he's really good.
He's really good. Yeah, he's 5'6" currently. So if he goes with 6'6" health, this guy he's gonna be real annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you count blanks. Like you're like, ooh, like this guy is really, really good.
Reminder that his range 2 strike is an automatic push, ladies and gentlemen.
Size 3.
It's it's really good.
Yeah, and on top of that, he generates a lot of power just because of the Red Guardian suit. I mean, if you don't kill him, especially like if he goes to 6'6" and you're counting blanks and you don't kill him, and then he gets an extra power for it, like this dude is chilling. And it's not rangeless or anything, so it's like he's just doing whatever he needs to.
Yep, exactly.
So, and he's got a great bodyguard card, the Comrade's Keeper.
Yeah, Comrade's Keeper, even though he has to pay for it, he can throw any size, unlike Heroes for Hire, which is interesting.
Yep. Yeah, so he is, I really like this character. He is, just to note, he is 6 on the back, so I think just 6 on the front would pretty much fix him.
Yeah, exactly. If he is a 6'6" character, like, expect to see more Red Guardian, I think.
Yes. Oh, yeah, big time. Especially with the card. I think maybe, would he ride the borderline of splashable at that point?
I think you can already see him splash currently, depending on like sort of niche builds, especially if you have a team that works with the Red Guardian suit as well.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, I mean, Winter Guard's cool. I would say people should try him out a little bit more.
Yep. Again, the affiliation that's probably not too far. I will say tactics cards wise, if we want to talk about that page at all, is that I think the tactics cards probably could you get a look at, because currently Sovereign Strike is the only card I think that's really worth the slot.
Yes.
Winter Rush. I'm not really sure. 6 cost is a lot to get some random aggressive movements, I guess, from different characters,
characters. Yeah. Especially it's this thing for 6. I mean, if 6, you could like kind of do like 1-1-1-1, and then like just have like if the bear gets updated, you just have the bear power dump for it. But still, it's still a lot for just everybody moves versus like you have Avengers Assemble, which can be played anywhere, like anytime. And how much does it cost? I think it's like 2 each.
It's only 1 each, actually.
1 each. Yeah, so it's 1 each, and you can play it at any time you want.
Yeah, the thing is, like Winter Rush, I think the opponent has a little more counterplay, right? Like which characters can sort of like go. Whereas since Avenger Assemble happens all at once, right? You can definitely like use it to mob a point or like get some move people in key positions like pretty quickly.
Yes.
So I don't know. Winter Rush can sort of be played around because you can also choose not to damage the other characters, right? And like that can stop people from using those extra aggressive movements from there.
Yes. Yep.
Bear Hug. This all just goes into general like please help Bear.
Yes.
Bear Hug. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't keep people like stationary.
Yeah.
It just still lets you move. They just have to use the S movement. I'm just like, oh, you bear hug the Hulk. This did nothing.
Yes.
I'm wondering, I don't know.
Was it enemy player move action within 1? Okay. May spend 3. Nice. Yeah, I don't think this does anything.
No, it really doesn't. So
yeah. This also doesn't do anything, like you said, into a Hulk because you're like, okay, I'll just gamma.
Yeah, so I would say that the character cards for Winter Guard probably need some help. I mean, like Fusion Caster for Dynamo just kills himself. I don't like that super lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Dark Star, as we talked about, yeah, that it's weird. It hurts your friends. Bear Hug doesn't do enough for what it is. So yeah, all the Winter Guard character cards are like definitely in need of some sort of like secondary look at.
Yes. Yep.
So,
or affiliate more characters. The only other thing I can think of, right, is why is Colossus not affiliated in this thing?
That would probably have to be a lore question, but I would also love it if like Magic and Colossus were to be able to be part of Winter Guard.
They are Russian.
But I don't know if it's just by nationalism or not. This is something that listeners, you will have to just tell us.
Yes,
like,
you will have to tell us. The only reason why I asked that is because on that Winter Rush card, I think that's Colossus in the picture. If you flip the card. That's the only reason why I asked.
I don't think that's Colossus. That is another character, actually. There's actually a lot of like Avengers like mirrored kind of characters. Like they have like their own Thor and stuff,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't. That person's name escapes me, but yes, he certainly does look like Colossus, like being a Steel Man.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what is this? So,
but it is. I assure you, it is a very much a different character from Colossus.
Yeah, maybe Ben can correct us because Ben loves Winter Guard.
For sure. Yeah.
So, all right. Next group here. Now the counterpart that actually came out, I believe, when Winter Guard came out, is Hydra. I believe they all came out at the same time.
Yes.
When they got released. It was all like a whole World War II style release, which was kind of cool. So Hydra needs some love. I would say the first thing is tactic cards. I feel like World Domination is a really good card. I think the thing is that the 2 center extracts are a little bit more trickier to play when you do it. I think
there's a great payoff for World Domination, but the thing is like securing all 4 objectives is usually pretty difficult,
pretty hard.
And
then
most games,
and especially if you're like doing like, let's say like Wedding, you're like you split up your grunts and your Red Skull, and how hard characters are hitting right now, you probably lose your Red Skull really fast if you just like try to beeline it to the center first go around.
Correct. Yes. So if you want to do a sacrificial, you certainly can. But I would say that's not particularly well advised.
Yes.
Like at the moment. Yeah. So the problem with Hydra cards is that they seemed, outside of a couple, to be very meme cards, right? Like they're just like, these are really cool, flavorful effects, but are they practical to play like in a game? Like Endless Legion. Okay, Hydra Troopers don't die. But the thing is, like, they're not hard to generate in the first place. So, like, I don't really need an Endless Legions card, right, to protect my my troopers because like I'd rather just have Red Skull just make new ones, instead.
Yes.
Inevitable Betrayal is a great card in theory, but man, 8 power is a lot to come up with, for one
Yeah.
character to spend. It
I've
has to be for one character too that spends the 8.
One character spends it. I've played it one time, and then I looked at my card and went, "Oh, I can't spend her." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oops." So spending 8, like you said, is really rough. Like it's a really bad thing. I think this card just needs a work of any allied character or like multiple Hydra characters can play this. Or
if they can say like it's like multiple Hydra characters can pay into this card, and if at least 8 was spent, right? Or you can even make it higher, right? If you need this to be like a more costly effect, if multiple can spend into it.
Yep.
But asking one character to spend 8 power is a lot, and I think that's something that most characters just don't have in Hydra.
Exactly.
Not a lot of them build power and not want to spend it. Most of the characters in Hydra, if they have power, they're going to be spending it, I think, for the most part.
Yep. Onslaught Researcher or Research Oculus?
Occult.
Occult. Thank you. Occult Research. To spend 10 power off of Red Skull for an extra action.
This is Master of Hydra, by the way, which is all gainers. Mind you, there's no builders on him.
To spend 10 power on this guy is a task when you just want to be blitzing and counting blanks. I think I pulled this card off once, and it was the same thing like Inevitable Betrayal. I was like, wow, now I can't do anything for the game.
Yeah, so also keep in mind, Pedro, you do get staggered, right? When this happens to you. So not only that, you have to take Cosmic Obliteration, like 2 cards immediately, right? Just to like negate the effect. And maybe that's not even when you want to play your Cosmic Obliteration either.
Yeah.
Now, yes, at the end of the tunnel, yes, the 3 action Red Skull that can punch you 3 times is really scary. But you also have to think about the fact that first turn where he has that 3 power, he can't have blanks for all the attacks because of just where the power generation is. So like it's a lot for the juice, and it's not worth the squeeze, I think.
Yeah, definitely not. And another meme card, 2 more shall rise. I mean, when are you really switching off your leadership? Because I feel like you're building specifically for that leadership, and then now you have to switch to something else. And I don't understand the portion of switching to a Cabal leadership, because it's, in theory, it's choose 2 allied characters, Hydra or Cabal leadership, and then they both become it. In theory, it's cool, but like you're specifically building around the one leadership. So I feel like this jumbles up your team, and like you don't have like a coherent team in the first place.
Right. Now, that being said, I think if Baron Z, so if we want to move into characters for a hot second, I think if Sin and Baron Zemo too, right? If both those characters kind of get buffed, then actually no, Baron Zemo 2 is not so much because oh, okay, all right. Let me backtrack for a second. Okay, let's say Baron Zemo is the guy you start off with, right?
Yes.
All right, and then he gets killed. Okay. Then you can activate like your Red Skulls, your Sins, and I don't think you'll have Malekith in this list probably, but if you did, you could potentially like do that. But again, you're sort of setting up with the intention of one guy is going to die.
Yes.
And the thing is, like, this is an open information game. This is not a hidden card. Your opponent knows 2 more shall rise is in your 5.
Yeah.
So
and the only other problem is you have 3 Red Skulls. So like, which one are you choosing?
Yeah. I think in this being a Hydra card, I assume that Master of Hydra will probably be the guy most often, and maybe sometimes Master of the World, I guess, could also be taken. But yeah, maybe if Sin gets buffed, like this becomes more interesting. But again, like how many leaderships are you going to have on board? Like I guess you can have Strucker, Sin, like those guys, like all, but like do they work together right as a team? Like as they should,
Yeah, because they want to play like kind of like their own things. Like
right.
Strucker wants conditions, Sin wants whatever that leadership does.
I think you want a Y team with Sin, right? Because that's more triggers, right, on the leadership that you can activate.
Yes, and then I mean, Red Skull is just Red Skull. You gain extra power. That's really nice. Who does not want extra power? Like,
yeah, but you're right. Like, because of the way the leaderships are designed, you kind of want to make the squad like to really like maximize, or at least just be able to fluidly use the leadership, right, as part of the game plan.
Yeah,
and this is just a really wacky, like, it's like, well, I could do this.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, okay. And like another one, I don't think I've ever hit any of these triggers. The High Council.
So Ben Laka, who was recently on this, would tell you that he went to a tournament and hit this like in all of his games. Actually,
God bless him. Yeah, if I meet this man, I'm buying him a beer. I can't pull this thing off.
It's timing is a very specific issue, right? Like,
yes, because everything is meet simultaneously.
Yeah, so, I think you can probably do everything and have Strucker be the last character to go, and just make sure he does his poison cloud right, and then you have the condition to just activate this because Zemo probably went first of the turn to KO or day somebody. As long as your Red Skull's alive and he's got some power, he's fine. Arm Mazola, he's probably on a secure in the first place, right? It just has to be contesting. So really, just like as soon as like Strucker gets like a couple of people poisoned that are very close by to him, you can use this to bring a fourth threat like in. Yes.
Nah, it's like you said, it's all timing. Is it worth the timing?
Right. This is a okay. This one I'll go on a limb and say that maybe this becomes okay as soon as everyone gets a health buff. So assuming that one of the versions of Red Skull gets more hardier because of the health buff, Arm Zola gets a health buff. Maybe I don't know if he will, because I think he is a 6/6 character currently. But if he does, like a Groot situation, because Groot has a ton of HP for a 3 threat, so maybe he gets like a Groot stat line. And then Strucker gets a health buff, and Zemo just stays exactly what he is.
Yes.
Nerf, I think
nerf.
I hope he gets nerfed, but they haven't nerfed him yet. So
AMG, I will buy you all the round of beers, please.
please nerf this.
I will save up. I will go to the Betacon, and the first round is on me. Nerf this character.
we didn't specify them, so the monkey paw is a range like 4th threat Zemo gets nerfed for some reason.
Exactly right. It's like no.
So this actually is probably more playable than the other ones if you want to take this specific team of 4 characters, right?
Yeah,
and they could be any versions of them. So it's depending on like if any of these versions get nerfed or buffed. Depending on how they do, like you could potentially see this played more often. I think if the scenarios like allow for it. This is definitely not an every game play, but you might be able to suss out when you can play High Council. But is the game slow enough also that a 4th threat character coming in the game for you filling out these conditions also worth it too? So that's another question. And then, scientific sample, I think is getting current play. I think Dutch, and shout out to Dutch, has shown us that this works pretty well, especially if you put it on like a X-23 or Weapon X character.
Oh yeah,
the ESP leakage is incredibly good attack. So if you have a healing factor character that mitigates the damage that you took in the first place, you feel great. I think with this card.
Yeah, I mean, Steven just played it into me last week, and he put it on his Weapon X, and I was like, oof, okay, well, this guy is very annoying to kill. Especially I'm doing combo. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to kill you, and it's like, no, you're not.
Yep.
So it is a really good card, and the attack is really good. I didn't even know he one shot my my Shang-Chi because he's like, oh, okay, I do 4, and then you just take an extra 1 because of the skull, and I went, oh, okay, well, I'm dead.
Yep.
So and it's really cool that I think they did really good with this card because you're gonna also, it's not one of those cards like Montesi or something like that, which is obviously a mission portion. But like you can pop crits with this card, which is really nice. So like you could just keep on like hammering in damage as much as possible.
Yeah, I think the attack is still only once per turn, right? I don't want to say.
I believe so. I don't think so.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, you can just keep doing it.
You
Never
double
mind.
tap someone.
Yikes. Okay, yeah, so you get a range 1 cost spender that's like very good.
Yes.
In that case.
Yeah, big time. Now to character updates, I would say the majority of them should definitely get a health buff. Some of them definitely need a rework. I would say like Sin, both the crossbones, because they're both Hydras. I do like the newer version crossbones though. I know Will was playing them. He's really good.
Yeah, I think just the medium move would probably be fine. If you give him 6 health, he's going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion. Yeah. But I think definitely both of them need a medium move because like currently with the way Crisis are, I think they need help a lot.
Yep, that Viper, I mean, I don't think anyone plays Viper. Right.
Yeah, I really, so here's the thing. So with the Sentinels, right, being released, the Prime Sentinels, I would really love it if Viper had something similar with poison. Like you could inflict poison, but then you can cash out the poison for buffs. I think would be a really interesting play pattern for her.
That can be really cool. You
so
also give her 6/6 health.
Yeah. But having an infection long mover with stealth and range 2 place, I mean, it's not bad. I think to have that, but something to play with the condition game, I think would be interesting for her because he puts out no less than 3 or 4 conditions.
Yep.
Like 3 conditions. Yeah, she can do poison, she can do stun, she can do slow.
Yep.
This lady can hand out a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yep. And then also she does have martial prowess because it's just called Coil Serpent. So you do roll 5 dice instead. So that could be pretty cool. Maybe I don't know if she is a martial artist expert, but maybe giving her martial artist. And like you said, having in-faction long move place 2 on a 3 threat, because we do have that on Spider-Woman. But I mean, having 2 of those on the team is really good.
So there's still wide secures, right? I think it's worth considering taking these characters, and both of them would have stealth, so that's also keeps them alive. You know?
Exactly. Because then in your team, realistically, you would have 3 long movers because you do have a Baron Zemo, a Viper, and a Spider Woman. So if they were to get slight tweaks, you can really move around the board very well and really easy. Yeah,
I think for Spider-Woman, since we're already talking about her, as a Web Warriors player, really I just need her to go to 7/6 health. If you're going to give this to Yondu and Nick Fury, give her 7/6 health. I think she would see the board a lot more, especially if Shang-Chi is also supposedly getting some sort of touch in the future. I think because if the ubiquity of Shang-Chi goes down, I think Spider-Woman has more friendly environment to thrive more,
Yeah. Yep. Now, as a Shield player and you as a Webs player, do you think she needs help on her attacks? I do love her spender. The first attack, I just find it hard to pull off the condition triggers. But I do love that it's before damage is dealt.
Yeah, I think because of how strong the triggers are in the first place, having it just on the wild, but it's only a single wild, and it's per wild that you get this condition. I think the attacks are fine because Spider-Woman does not scream to me like an offensive powerhouse, right? She's just there for debuffing, right?
Yes.
And for these weird plays of the extract dropping or the interrogates and stuff, So I think the kit's fine, currently as it is.
So just the extra healths.
Just the extra health. That's all I ask. We can see from there if it's still not worth it. But I in the side of being conservatively optimistic, I think just a health buff for her is fine.
All right,
but
so
yeah,
7/6. That's not bad.
7/6. I mean, they've already done it on the 4th threat, so let's see where it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, Sin, I had. It's the same thing with Deadpool. I guess we didn't really talk about this with Deadpool, but like I would definitely not want to see like 7 health on Deadpool, like on his
Oh
backside.
no, please no.
No. So, but if they make Deadpool like a 6/6, I think that'd be crazy. So maybe like he becomes like a 5/6 instead. So he's not like a liability. So similar here with Sin, right? So do you think she actually deserves just to go to be a 6/6? I think she does because she doesn't have anything to actually reduce damage or anything or healing factor or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I think she should. I mean, she does have the stealth. I think she just suffers from that little portion. So I would say give her 6/5 or 6/6. And I think just her leadership honestly just needs a little bit of a tweak. I do like it. I know everybody go to our Cabal episode. I do like how you guys described it, but it is very tight to try to play in a Hydra situation. I think the extra health does help her out. And if they end up, she could get a pseudo buff because if they end up helping out Crossbones and say they give him the medium move. I mean, Partners in Crime is awesome. I mean, we already know how husband and wife is with Corvus and Proxima.
Yeah.
You know, so like doing that with Sin, oh my god, this is like really good. And they don't have they don't come with like really bad cards. I mean, the one that you can use with them like basically gives them another attack. So like a different form of an attack, which is Illict Tech.
Illicit
Tech.
Yep, it gives you the XBO-SIN plasma rifle attack. Range 5, 6 dice energy. So like it's pretty good because you do actually it is a builder. This is one of the few like card attacks that actually is a builder.
Yep.
And then
it also incinerates.
Automatically incinerates. Yep,
and get every other character within 2.
Yep. Can't modify the attack dice, but you can add dice from crits normally.
Yes.
So definitely not bad. They also have the that bomb card too, the Ashen Cinder.
Cinders, yes. Which I love the art on this. This is like it's so nice. Anyone just look at it, please. But yeah, no, I think like they have really good cards. It's just that I feel like it's just on models, like on the 2 models that like just need a little bit more love. And I think, like you said, if she does 5, 6, I think she's in a good spot. Back to, I don't know if she has martial artist skills, but that'd be kind of cool if she does. If not, do you think keeping the stat line of 3/3/4 is still good?
I think it's a 3 threat's probably fine, personally. Like, I don't think they need to go crazy with the stat lines on 3 threat characters, you know?
Okay, cool. No, but I mean, and the spender is actually not that bad. Maybe lower the spender a little bit.
Yeah, I think 4 dice might be a bit much for that. So
yeah.
So Partners in Crime Crossbones, the original Crossbones, right? So we're assuming that it's just going to be normal Crossbones because if she could take either Crossbones, I don't think you see the first Crossbones anymore. Personally,
yes, I know.
So I'm wondering if like it's actually okay to make this Crossbones like a 6/6 health, like just a big potato, just walk around.
You could. I mean, he does have a reduced to 1/1. I mean, it is a bill.
Yeah. All the attacks require him to be quite close, so he has to move around the board relatively honestly, and unless he gets the aggressive triggered.
Yes.
So that might be an interesting spot for him to be in. For me, I don't know. Like Haymaker is pretty expensive. I don't know if I maybe want to consider reducing down to like a 3 cost, but you add 2 dice.
Yeah.
To an attack. Maybe that might be interesting because man, it is rough to pay that 4 power sometimes.
Yeah. Just to add 3 dice to something, because then essentially your spender would become a 6 cost spender.
Yep.
6 cost for 5, 8 for 8 dice. I mean, we get
6 cost spender for 8 dice is like pretty expensive, Pedro, even for a 3 threat.
It's a lot. Yeah, it is.
So I think the price for dice ratio for Haymaker, like I think it could be better, personally. I also Crossbones has such a vanilla strike. Like I don't know. I feel like
old school.
There should
MCP.
be. There should be something here, right? I don't know what it is, but like there should be something here. I feel
this is like my Loki one. I love Loki one so much. That's his only thing. It's like he has the same exact thing. Strike. That's it. Like it's.
I mean,
so vanilla.
At least Loki can add blanks, right? And that'd be interesting to like as a power generation situation.
Yes.
But like Crossbones has like nothing.
I would say like he should get like a stun or something like that. Like you literally just punch someone in the face and they're like, "Oh, what just happened?" Like like a stun on a wild would be kind of cool.
Yeah, or I also would be fine with a suppressive, of some kind as well. If you don't want to do like a permanent like power throttling, you can just like take away some power.
Yeah,
Yep.
Now, do you think they should update maybe you make partners in crimes, but you just make it into his alias?
That's what I mentioned earlier, right? So like if you make it crime to crime as alias, I don't think you see Crossbones one.
Yeah, no. Because, so I mean, like we do all the changes we just said, but then you also fix sin, so you could do both. So now you have both options.
I personally still wouldn't like it. Okay, so let me straight back. I would love it as a player. You could take either because I'm just going to take Merciless Merc.
Yes,
I'm just saying from a perspective like having every model see some play on the table. I would have a hard time justifying like Crossbones 1 being played if Crossbones 2 exists, most of the time. Okay. Because the beam being a 5 dice energy attack, beam 3, Pedro,
I know.
Like it's really good. It's got Pierce.
I know.
Like it's a really good attack. And he also has a throw on a spender that's automatic. Like the throw on the first Crossbones is a trigger.
Yes. Yeah,
so
and he's got hit and run, so he actually moves. But that if they made him a medium move, I mean, this guy is doing very well.
Now, granted, like the overpower on Crossbones 1 does give him a place. So like you essentially are paying for the free placement more than the dice, right?
Yes.
It's like you get the automatic placement, but then you get potentially a chance to throw the person.
Yes,
but. I don't know. I think for the sake of like, the spirit of Crossbones 1 to work with Sin, I would like to just, make them both good and work with each other. Mm-hmm. And then Merciless Merc can be the Crossbones you take when you don't take Sin,
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's like some different list options, which is pretty cool. I mean, other honorable mentions, Taskmaster has always been good. I think he should say maybe an extra health.
Yeah, that 6/6 health Taskmaster, perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing on this card.
Anything. Yeah, no, Taskmaster has always been great. I know your love because you did blow me up with him. Bob. I mean, Bob is awesome.
No changes to Bob. Fourth, he's a 3 threat, or sorry, a 2 threat that has 3 health on both sides. That's fine. Yep. His abilities are powerful. No changes there.
Well, here's the thing. Would you make the loaded token 6 energy instead of 8?
No, my God,
okay,
no.
Well, I'm just asking.
The fact that the 9 dice like range for attack, right, is like doesn't cost any power, right? You just get it once per game. I mean, that's most 2 threat spenders, right? A lot of 2 threat spenders that have like relative expensive spenders, they only really perform it once per game. Like Bullseye, for instance, right? He's only going to ever use his rapid fire spender once per game most of the time.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. I can see it. Then no changes. He stays the same. A-Bomb, I think he's fine.
He's fine. I don't even think he needs a health buff. Like I think 7/7 is exactly where. Yeah, he's exactly where he needs to be.
Yep.
Second version of Helmut Zemo, I would also like him to go to a 7/6 health profile personally.
Yes.
So 5 health in the front is really bad. Give him 2 more health in the front. I think he's probably okay.
I love this pistol. Please make it a gainer.
Oh man, yeah.
This pistol is nuts. I mean, anytime I've ever seen someone use it, and in Shield, it is really good. Anytime I've ever seen someone use it, they have pulled all the triggers. Like, you will get slow, stunned, and staggered. I have seen it done multiple times. Like, it is a really good attack.
Yep. I think the only thing I would change about him personally is the coup de grace, because like to get the movement trigger, you need to actually daze or KO somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to sword strike somebody for some extra dice, you need to be able to do it as a second attack.
Yes.
Into them to get the builder. So I don't know. I kind of would like the coup de grace. Maybe don't call it coup de grace. Just say like, advancing strike or something like that, where like you just get the short movement automatically.
Yeah.
After, I mean, Steel Rush, like a normal Zima, right? Like he gets a medium move already,
and
like
bleed.
just and potentially bleed. Like I would love it if coup de grace just gives me like no conditions, just give me a short movement like afterwards. Period.
Yep.
I think that would go a long way to helping his sort of action economy, like there. Yeah. Quick step, I think, will be good though in the new Source Era stage, so I wouldn't change him otherwise. But yeah, Glue Gun's good, Sword Strike is good. I think I'm good moving on from Helmet Zemo.
Yeah. Yeah, no, everything else is good. I mean, the only last one is MODOK, and I think MODOK's fine. I think he just plays a different game, and I don't know if you...
I would give him one more pip of health on the backside. Make him a 7/6.
7/6? All right.
Yeah, because he's like 7/5 right now, so I think it's okay to put him at 7/6.
Yeah,
personally.
And I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's got the bodyguard at the back, right? But I think that's okay because you can still play around the bodyguard.
Yeah. I would say that'll be fine. 7/6, call it a day. I like him. I've played him in Criminal Syndicates. I think he's awesome. It's just that you just play a different style of games. That's it. I do love this MODOK model, though. The model is very nice.
Yep.
So I would say for the rest of the team, I think some changes here and there, it should be good. We can go to our next lovely little topic, webs. This is all you, Jin. What do you think?
Okay, so guys, please don't freak out. All right, webs are probably overall okay. Okay, I don't need them to be the tippy top of the things, but there's a couple design things that I think could definitely use the buff. So Spider Woman, we've already talked about. I think definitely needs some sort of like health buff to get her working. For me, there's only two characters that I actually would like to see some sort of actual changes to beyond any sort of health changes. And that would be Venom. I think current Venom still doesn't feel like Venom. He should get some sort of extra movement of some kind. We've talked about this probably a couple times in different places. So, I won't bore you with that, but I think he does need an update to make him feel like Venom. ASM is a very controversial character, but I think he actually should get a health buff. Being the fact that he's a 5 threat. And as a 5 threat, the 6's health profile is starting to show its age because there's a lot more damage now being done by like things like Ember Frost, traps, and things like that are able to just sort of cut through that. Sometimes you also get Skull Lock too. So if you're not under the Miles 1 leadership, which people are kind of doing less these days, he does feel like more fragile than normal for a 5 threat. Now, Pedro, I think you suggested also like letting witty banter work for offensive dice and defensive dice on the opponent, which I thought was an interesting idea. So that could be something that they could do like rules wise. But I don't think I really want to give him any more control because like his job is really just to be a distraction piece for the most part, and also a good extract holder. So like I'm fine with him just having no control. But I would love it if the momentous trigger on his builder was more easier to hit. Like, if it didn't happen on just a crit wild, which is kind of hard to get sometimes. I also wouldn't mind it if his attacks also went up to a 3, like a range 3 6 dice attack instead, but with the caveat that the web swing only gives you 1 more dice, so that, after web swing, you still only roll 7 dice, okay? But the baseline being a 5 dice attack vanilla strike, with a very hard to hit trigger, does feel very rough and slightly pillow-fisted in this age where a lot of 5 threats hit way harder than just like a 5 die attack,
Yeah. Yep. Would you switch the momentum and the catch on the spender and literally just switch it and that help out?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you might be hitting the momentous trigger too often, actually. Like
on the
8
dice?
No. I mean, I see what you mean.
So I'm saying like, so basically on the spender, take the catch, that whole text, and put it on Spider Strike, and then take the momentum thing and put it on what a spider can.
Oh no, I don't know. I think that gets kind of dangerous, like really quickly, because like the only character that has something like that is like Hulk, Immortal Hulk.
Okay,
and that dude's a 7 threat.
That too.
So yes, even though it's like lower dice pool, like initially, like I think the catch would be like too much, you know.
Okay.
I thought you meant like switching the trigger like
Oh no
requirements,
no
like
no! I
or
mean like the whole text, just like shoot, and you just swap it.
yo, that'd be crazy.
AMG
No,
wants
I
to
do it, you
let's
cowards.
break the game, damn it.
let him like
You
let
wanted
Amazing
to.
Spider-Man be a Magneto. Just
Amazing
let him throw
Spider-Man.
thing and throw.
This is Marvel. Like Spider-Man is Marvel. Period. Anytime you say Marvel, it is Spider-Man or Wolverine. Like this guy is everywhere. I mean, I love Spider-Man. I saw when I was little, I saw Spider-Man in the big theaters. You know, I saw Tobey Maguire. That's my Spider-Man. All right. So I know a lot of people have Andrew Garfield. That's Marge's Spider-Man. You know, some people have Tom Holland, but Spider-Man is iconic. This character should be doing iconic things. And I agree with Jin 100% on a lot of the changes.
Yeah, I think generally just like you should up his survival just a little bit more, and you should hit just a tad bit harder. Nothing
Yes.
beyond the 7 dice builder that he has after web swing. But I think there's a way you can rejigger the math so he feels much more appropriately cost for a 5 cost character. Because right now he feels like he has the defenses, like stat ability wise, but the health and offense wise doesn't feel quite like a 5 threat to me. You know,
Yep.
even a character that isn't designed right to necessarily do a lot of damage to characters.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying for Amazing Spider-Man. Otherwise, I think Web Warriors are going to be an interesting spot because like most of their attacks are physical based, and I think that's a kind of an inherent core weakness of the faction. So as more and more affiliations have just gotten much better, like offensive tech or defensive tech against like physical attacks, I think it's going to be hard for them to deal damage overall to characters. And if we're moving into a more fightier like meta, let's say, in supposedly in the Operation Zero Tolerance, I think it's going to be an interesting spot to see where webs land and see like what kinds of things they need. Right.
Yeah.
As it seems like AMG is thinking about the extract game a lot more, and it's harder for webs to sort of like play their normal game, right? And there's nothing wrong with playing a different game. It's just that do they have the tools to play that different game? That's something I would like to see shake out in the future.
Yeah.
But that's my little diatribe of webs. Mainly, I just want Spider-Woman, health buff, Venom buff, period, redesign, and I think ASM should be scaled better to what a 5 threat should be. Is my long and short of it.
Now, just question, just a little add-on. Would you just do a health buff on the whole team and just like here you go, everybody get 1 extra?
Yeah, that's so dangerous, right? Because like you have the Miles leadership and the rerolls, so like I wouldn't make Miles into a 6/6 character, right?
Okay.
Like I think he would be fine as either a 5/6 or a 6/5 character, and same thing with like Gwen, right? Because like I think they are kind of be supposed to be more on the fragile side, but I just would like them to not be one shot. I guess on one side or the other, like that's sort of my opinion on that. So we'll see. I mean, AMG could surprise me. They could say like, yep, 6x health for all the 3 threats. I'm just like, you've played God.
Yes.
I don't know what you expected, but you're going to see a lot of these guys if that's the case.
Big time. All right. So yeah, I mean, I do like them. I used to play them just a tad bit, just trying to learn them. And yeah, I agree. I mean, Venom for sure. I mean,
yeah, please help Venom. He feels so sad right now.
It's like, I mean, it was cool, but please, just a little bit. I painted my Venom so nice too.
I know. Everyone has really sweet Venoms and no one's playing them.
I know. Right, there's like so many good, like, and that model's so chunky. Like, it just looks so nice when it's on the table.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah, just give everybody some help here. Yeah, I would say the last one, Convo. Convocation, I've been playing for a couple weeks already. I think they are in a great spot. I think they just need a little bit more help. And my biggest thing is let's add on some more characters. Is like my biggest gripe is the last character, and if people want to fact check me, the last character they got was Magic, and that was in 2022. So they have not had a add-on for 4 years. Now, obviously, people are splashing, which is obviously perfectly fine. But these guys need, just Jeff, I'm going to help you out here. Please just make Wanda affiliated. Like, just help us out. She was a Sorcerer Supreme. It's okay. Like, you can do it. Loki, the same thing. He is on the Ironbound books, a card, I think, or he's on the Bars with No Doors card.
Bars No Doors, yeah. It's so at least one version of Loki should probably be affiliated.
Exactly. You can even do the 4th threat. It's perfectly fine. Like, I think some characters may need some love. The biggest one is, I know Clea got a buff. I think she's almost there, but she has some really good, interesting plays. So I want to try her out a little bit more. But Baron Mordo definitely needs some help here.
Yeah, I don't know if Baron Mordos are even that far from being like a good character too, right? So like he probably benefits from a 6/6 like health stat line, right? Probably an extra pip of the physical defense, because like I think 3 physical defense is fine to represent that he's like a lower physical die, especially like he's a 3/4/4.
Yeah,
across the way.
Yep.
Staff of the Living Tribunal. So like it's a builder with 4 dice, and that's kind of a rough thing sometimes, right, dude?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that Staff of the Living Tribunal either needs to just become a gainer, or it should probably get a pip of attack dice, right, and just let it be a builder. Through range 3, 5 dice, like Mystic.
Yes. Now the only argument for that is, it's a little different. But Gambit has the same thing, but he can make wilds with hits, so it's a little bit more guaranteed. What if they just made it automatic push? No trigger.
Ooh, that's Red Guardian territory, and he needs to be range 2 for that. So
yeah, I know.
So I guess if you want to do the auto push, like if you want to maul this after Red Guardian, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do like make it a 2/4, gainer or builder at range 2, and it'll be an auto push. Like you can do that,
Yeah.
But I think it being a wild, like it keeps the range 3 attack from being like too crazy, Otherwise, you can just push anybody from range 3, and that can get kind of crazy.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I would say, like you said, the extra defense, make it a gainer, which was I think that'd be cool. I do love Sobarb. I will say that. To pass on conditions is really nice, and it's not once per turn.
Yeah, and they're like Hex, Incinerate, Poison, or Slow. These are all like great conditions you can pass on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you change Pulse of Bishru? Like, I think it's pretty good as it is, personally.
I think it's fine. I think it's really good. Just a gainer with Hex is really awesome. The Spender's really good too.
Yeah, range 4 on a Spender is like actually really solid.
Especially like if you have 6 power, you can Spender. The Incinerate and Poison is automatic. There's no other condition like that you have to hit. There's no like you have to do damage or a trigger or anything. It's just automatic, which then also lets you spend another 2 to like pass another condition to someone else. So like he does do relatively well, and he boosts dice, which is another cool thing. That and it's from range 3, so you might take the extra 1 damage. But you put this on like a Weapon X or anything like that where they have healing factor. This guy's doing very well. It's just the extra defense. I agree, and then, like you said, maybe 3/5 on the first attack.
Yeah, just something like I like your idea of the push. Like if we make it conditional, like Beyond the Wild, or just make it a little better. Because right now, like I think most time I'm just doing the Bolts Abishur unless I'm just trying to Hail Mary a displacement.
Yes.
With the Staff of the Living Tribunal.
Yep.
I love Vaulting Boots of Voltor, by the way. Like that, this is a really cool ability because it's a non-conditional push, right? You could be pushed from the Crisis effect, right? And you would still be able to use this.
And it's really omnidirectional.
Cool. Right.
Which is even better. This whole his kit. Maybe would you want any immunities?
Oh, that's something for the lore wise. I wouldn't mind like more like no hex, please, to just like
That'd be cool.
make him a villain against Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But that could be kind of rough to balance sometimes. So he is also just a dude
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
magic dude, but he's also like a human being.
He's a
at the end of the
magic dude.
day.
But the thing on the flip side is like he's not hitting crazy hard. I know Mystic is like a very like a very good attack type, and you can boost other people's dice, but not your own. But I mean, both your attacks are fours. If you make 1 and 2 a 5, then yes, it's like a little like ooh. But I mean, you're looking at like we look at Voodoo, who's literally one more stat line of threat up, and he's immune to I think Hex or Incinerate. I mean,
To both actually, yeah.
to both.
He's made them both Hex and Incinerate. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
Yep. So then at that point, it's like, oof, okay, this character is like already pushing the limits here. So, I mean, I would say immunity to Hex is not that bad, because he's not hitting too hard. So
Yeah. I could say that Immunity Hex would put him in an interesting spot because, like, he's supposed to be like the wizard villain, right? So if you're a wizard villain, shouldn't you be prepared to fight against other wizards?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And then the only other person I would say is Ancient One. I think she needs 1 extra defense and
physical defense, right?
Physical
because
defense. Yep,
because I
absolutely.
think because she's already got the rerolls from the Kiki Bagamoto, 3 dice with 2 rerolls is like solid.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And less chance if you get skull locked on 1, at least you still have 2 more to kind of fidget around with. So that's pretty good. And 7/6 on her stat line. I think she's fine. As like a normal 4 threat, because a lot of the 4 threats now are becoming 7/6.
Yep. I think the only other thing is that I would like things for Alla probably to go up by 1 dice. She is a 4 threat, and I feel like a gainer at 5 dice range 3 isn't that crazy at the end of the day to do.
Yeah, you could do that. That's fine. Yeah. But because all you gotta do also, it's good that you only have to hit you only have to do damage. You don't have to hit like a specific trigger. So yeah, doing the 5, at least you can like bump in a little bit more damage, which is not that bad. So just the 1 extra is pretty good. The spender I would keep the same, and the first attack I would keep the same.
Yeah, both Shards of Seraphim and Astral Strike are credible attacks. No notes.
Yep, and Winds of Watum is really good when you could pull someone in S. That thing is awesome. I mean,
it's Isla's push as well. So, like, if someone isn't paying attention and their Sentinel tries to attack you, well, guess what? You can't. You can't Sentinel. I'm sorry, but Dormammu, that's more funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you just yank them in and you go, oh, okay, cool. And especially if she's rolling 3, reroll 2, she has the extra health. I mean, like, you're more likely to survive on that. So I think she's great. My only other gripe with the team is just they have amazing tactic cards. I just want like maybe like 1 or 2 more, but hopefully some more characters get put in. I think the biggest thing that they need is just like an add-on to the character list. I think that like helps them out a little bit more.
Yeah. So we would like to, because they retroactively put characters in the winter card, right? So they could definitely do for just putting some, existing characters like into Convocation. I don't think it would be that bad. I mean, I don't think Wanda's getting played like anywhere like at the moment. So maybe this would breathe some life into her,
Yes. Yeah, no, I mean, Wanda is a different story, but I think she hits anytime. Believe it or not, I've played into a Wanda, I think like 2 or 3 months ago. It was for the TTS League, and she was like obliterating my Shang-Chi from that range 4 attack. I was like, Jesus, I can't do anything with this girl. And she was just nuking Shang-Chi from super far away. But then she finally flipped him, and I had, even after I was flipped, I was finally rolling very well. I had like every single condition on Earth. Like, I was like, Jesus, I can't. I was like, poison, hex, incinerate, stun, judgment. Like, it was the whole 9 yards. And I was like, this character says Shang-Chi's just not going to do anything for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it can be pretty rough there. But the thing is, yeah, I think we're seeing where Blue Marvel is, and I'm just like, I think you can push Scarlet Witch a little more since we have Blue Marvel as our new goalpost, right, for that style of character now.
Oh, yes. Yeah, big time. Yeah, I mean, she really should just get a place.
Yeah, and she also doesn't have any immunities either, so like I'm wondering if she also should deserve an immunity to Hex, right? Being the Hex, having Hex Field, being the chosen of Cthulhu, I feel like you should also probably be immune to Hex.
Hex, yeah,
Scarlet
exactly.
Witch.
Yep. Yeah, I would say like immune to Hex, a place, and an extra health. I think she'd be sitting very well. Especially like you said, we have Blue Marvel now, and like Blue Marvel's got like the best throw in the game, period. Like range 3 medium is the best throw. And he is super defensive. I mean, reroll your defense dice, and you can also reroll skulls, and you still count your skulls. Like, he's very good.
Yep, and he's also immune to like I think Incinerate and Stun as well. So it keeps his defenses in his kit, right? Like online. So I think something for Wanda would be good. Either give her the mobility, right, so she can like be a more proactive cannon.
Yep.
Or give her some sort of extra resiliency. So like Blue Marvel, you're doing like that mystic version of that style of character instead, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple ways you can kind of go about it. I think all the tactics cards are pretty good.
Oh, I love that.
Is there? So we'd say no changes needed, right?
No changes. No, I think it's just like more like, I guess this will have to come in like character packs, but like it would just need like more cards, or like, I mean, there is, I think maybe a couple of cards. Nothing too. I'm trying to think of any cards. No cards.
I mean, to be fair, Pedro, most teams would love to have 8 affiliated tactics cards.
I know.
Beyond their leadership, so I think they're eating good.
Yeah,
as far as tactics cards.
Wanda Watum, I mean, you're getting like a range 5/7 dice and wilds. You get to the character gets Incinerate, Shock, and Slow. I mean, that's like a crazy card. Probably just.
Or Agamotto just like fixes like a lot of like displacement issues as well.
Yep. So it's that Ironbound Books is amazing. Maybe Banes of Damballa. I mean, giving target characters root range 2. It's not bad. It's just I don't think you play it as often.
Yeah, it did. You could see like if meta shifts where there is just a lot of proactive, like reactive and active powers, like maybe Bane of Damballa can possibly come into play.
Yes,
because root is a relatively strong addition.
Yes. Yeah. Especially when like now Sentinels are coming out and they got a lot of things they want to do.
Yeah, maybe root them first.
Yes, exactly. Get them on them, and then that's it. And books of Cagliostro.
Cagliostro, like the extra activation, right, that you can get.
Yes. The problem with the card is for you to discard 2 tactics cards. If you do, you return this. I mean, you're like getting rid of 2 very big cards if you're already like kind of tight. So maybe this gets like a rework to something different.
Well, I mean, you could also just use it as a one-time picture. You don't have to like have it come back to you.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. But
I mean, like getting another activation with a character, like let's say like a Doctor Strange, Soul Strange, or a Strange Sorcerer Supreme, like it seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Or Scarlet Witch if she becomes affiliated. Hint, hint, hint. Please.
Jeff, we're rooting for you here.
we're trying, Toast. We're trying.
We're getting there, guys. But yeah, I mean, that's just the little thing. I think it's just updated lists. That's it. I mean, for affiliation that hasn't had a character in 4 years, that's a pretty big, that's a really long gap not to have anything right now.
Yeah, no, it's a bit, it's really rough for combo characters, like not see anything in like so long, and nothing on the roadmap that suggests that there is any like additional convocation characters. So really hoping for an updated affiliation list. So rooting for you convocation players, I would love it so that convocation isn't just a shell for you just to take like, oh, strange magic taskmaster, and then splash a big base to just kill everything.
Yeah. I mean, you can even make Encanto affiliated. He is a wizard. I have listened to the lore.
Oh, well, there you go.
He is a wizard. He ended up becoming immortal, and from a lady that gave him like a potion, he ended up becoming immortal, and then he got stuck inside a pyramid. But he is a wizard. So definitely it can be added onto the list as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, AMG has mentioned that, like, unlike, well, this, like, it's inspired by 616, right? The Marvel Crisis Protocol universe is not necessarily bound to all the 616, like, affiliations, right?
Yeah.
So they even mentioned, I think, that Intelligentsia, like, will have, like, characters that, I guess are outside of the normal. I don't know much about Intelligentsia, like, other than, like, leader is the leader, I assume.
Yep.
But so that makes me hopeful that, hey, if there's any other magically inclined characters, right? Can they fit in the convocation? And I think, it wouldn't be unbalancing for them to get these characters, Since most wizards tend to be fragile, I think Encanto would be really interesting that you just mentioned, because he would be one of the few tanky wizards, right, that you can take, like in affiliation if he were to be added to the affiliation doc.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I always use him as a splash, even with the new terrain throws. Like, I know Doctor Strange had a buff with the rerolls for dodge, and like Ancient One semi had a buff because now she's still rerolling 2 for dodge. I mean, Kantu like takes forever to kill with a dodge. I mean, he started out taking forever, now it's even worse. It's impossible to kill this mummy.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
all right, I think has that been a podcast, Pedro?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I hope everyone has enjoyed this over 2-hour discussion on characters affiliations and characters that need a little bit of love, potentially in the upcoming, June rebalance. So we cross our fingers, hope everyone gets whatever they hope on their list. And hopefully this will just elevate a bunch of affiliations, and we'll see more diversity, including a new crisis rotation. They'll come together into a more diverse, like, meta. So that's a hope, at least,
Mm-hmm.
Any final words, Pedro, before we begin our sign-off process?
No, I just hope that us just discussing this brings out more people to play these affiliations, give them a little bit of love, and see what we're seeing, and maybe some more wacky ideas come out. I love when people have weird lists and they try new things, and they're like, hey, look, I just did this. So, I mean, just even hearing, oh, this character might just need this, like, definitely hit us up on the Discord and see if you guys did any other weird lists that actually worked out for you.
Yep. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and let the folks know that you can find us on Discord at our Live on One Discord. You can email us at liveon1@gmail.com. Please leave a review on Apple or Spotify, wherever you may listen to your local podcast. Thank you again, Pedro, for bringing up this topic with us.
Of course.
And of course, let's see. We should have a link below for Huge Miniatures for any sort of like accessory needs for your basing and needs. Please check them out. And Godspeed, Warlock, not Adam.